beer blog with Beer Chituba, Beer Geek Nation coming to your area. You like that freestyle? Came up with it like, what, 5 days ago? No, I'm just playing, it didn't take that long. Anyways, I'm going to be doing a beer blog of another double IPA that is not too well known. At least this brewery is not too well known unless you're from the San Diego area. And this is a double IPA by Karl Strauss Brewing, and it's called the Big Barrel Double IPA. It's really funny because a lot of these West Coast beers that I haven't tried was introduced to me by the YouTube user Beer Geek Nation, and it's like, how does he get a hold of some of these West Coast beers? And I never even tried them, and he tries them and he says they're really good, and I'm like, wow, I want to try one now. So when I went down to San Diego, I went to Karl Strauss Brewhouse restaurant, and I tried some of their beers. Some of them were actually pretty darn good. This one I couldn't get at the restaurant, so I went to Bevmo and got one. And so here I am, thanks to Chris of Beer Geek Nation. So this is their double IPA. I've had their regular IPA. It's quite piney. It's like an East Coast IPA, and I had their rye IPA, which is pretty darn good. So if you could get a hold of that at the brew house, definitely get it. So here's their double IPA. The ABV is 9%, so it's fairly high. Well, it's starting up on the higher side. And if you're curious about how it tastes, just keep watching this video. If not, check out Beer Geek Nation's review on it, because he gives a very good, concise, yet in-detailed review of beers. So here we go, the Big Barrel Double IPA by Karl Strauss. Let me open it up here. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's so... Ooh, there we go. We got some of that aroma happening. Here we go. It's very orangey. It's an orangey color. Yeah, and I got one figurehead on this. I like drinking it from this glass because I could really get the aroma. Watch, I smell it. I'm like, I don't smell a thing. Okay, so right up front there's a lot of sweet fruit aroma. I'm getting some apricot. Is it just because of the color, or do I smell like citrusy orange? I don't remember watching Chris's review on this, so we'll see. I could be wrong, and he could be wrong too, because after all, he is human. No, I'm just playing, dude. Alright, so, yeah, so I definitely smell a lot of the sweet fruit character, and that's a lot from the malt. And I'm guessing so far this may be one of those double IPAs that's a bit on the syrupy side, like I like to describe some double ales. Like you have Imperial Stout, Imperial IPA. So yeah, it's smells quite sweet. Definitely get a lot of citrus. So let me go ahead and try it out and see how it tastes. It's reminiscent a bit. It's a bit reminiscent of the Southern Tier Gemini. Only a bit. I think a lot of some of the I don't know why I get this, but some of the vanilla qualities I get from it, and I think that's what I was smelling too. But I doubt that this was barrel aged. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Anyways, so it does have a lot of sweet quality. It tastes like how it smells. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of this. Now it's crisp up front, but it's like right away you just get some of this sweet, thick, not syrupy, it's not that heavy kind of double IPA, but it's quite sweet. It's got a lot of sweetness in the middle, and it kind of lingers on with and finishes off with some of the bitter hops. Now the hops, okay, it's some Nelson Sauvin hops that is freshly imported from New Zealand. So it's a very unique double IPA. That's pretty darn cool. Aggressive amount of Warrior and Autumn hops. Huh. Yeah, I think that's what makes this kind of unique. It's hard to pinpoint. I did say it's reminiscent of the Gemini, but you know, it's quite unique. Yeah, it's got, that's what it is. It's got some creaminess happening. I mean, look at that head. It's just like they put half and half in it. But it's quite creamy. Yeah, this is quite creamy. I think that's what I was mistaking it with vanilla. So yeah, it's creamy, sweet, citrus. Now it does have all those qualities of the double IPA, but you know what? I taste more sweetness in this thing. Yeah, sweet creaminess. It's almost like to say it in a bad way, like a cream soda. Yeah, so I really want to start having some of these double. Wow, sweet. I want to start showing you some of these double IPAs that aren't that well known, like the Red Hook Big Ballard double IPA that I just reviewed a couple of beer blogs ago. That you never hear of it, and you don't even think of trying it because you're like, oh, I don't know about it. And it turns out to be really good. And also the Anderson Valley Imperial IPA that I reviewed. That thing is good, and you know, it's mostly a West Coast thing, and even then, not many people try it. So, definitely try to get a hold of this thing if you can. If not, take a trip like I did to San Diego. Take operatic voice lessons if you want, and then get a hold of this. I also have another Karl Strauss beer that I will be reviewing, and also check out my San Diego trip right around here. I'll be showing some of you some of the Karl Strauss beers that me and my friend Matt reviewed. So anyways, this was the Big Barrel Double IPA by Karl Strauss Brewing. Get a hold of it if you can. This is pretty unique because of the hops. The hop character gives it this creaminess too, and yeah, it's really great. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in another beer blog. Come by.